Hi everybody, it's Tina coming to you from rainy Southern California. And today we're doing the numerology of a 9. So yesterday we did it if you were in an 8-year. Today we're doing it if you're in a 9-year. So as a refresher, if you haven't seen the previous videos, let's say you were born December 7th. So you take the current year, 2024, and you add 12 for December and 7 for your day, and you come up with 2043. When you add 2043, you come up with 9. And then you add the last two numbers, the 4 and the 3, and then you come up with the 7, which is the gift of the cycle of 9. So you're a little bit ahead of the planet. The planet's in an 8-year, which we talked about in previous videos. You're in a 9-year. So the combination of an 8-year for the collective and a 9-year for you personally can be a little bit challenging because a 9-year is a year of closure and a year of endings, and it's a year of start nothing new. So in Tantric Numerology, 9 is the number of the subtle body. So it's tapping into life's subtle mysteries and also being a master of that subtle energy. So what do I mean by that? The theme is mastery over mystery. And this is the time where you will master whatever you put into place last year in the 8-year. So you don't start anything new. Let's say you started a business in the 8-year. Well, this year, you're focusing on keeping that business going. You're not like, okay, I started a business, I'm done with that. Now I'm gonna do this, and then let the business go to crap, right? So whatever you started last year, you're gonna keep that momentum going and keep the cycle going. Even though it says it's an ending cycle, it's really like a maintaining cycle. But there are going to be significant life choices, and living with a degree of mastery is going to help you with that. The gift of the 7, which is the aura, the energy around you, is also going to help you with that. If you can fortify your auric field, the energy body around your physical body. And there's different ways you can do that. So success in this cycle hinges on embracing surrender. Let go and let the universe work. There's a phrase that people say, let go and let God. That's your mantra for the year. Because if you try to force things, if you try to initiate a bunch of new things, they're not going to work, and then you're going to be frustrated. So it's the time to really go with the flow and see what is occurring and maintaining everything you set into place. So yes, you will be tested in the endings phase, but that's why it's called the self-mastery cycle. Can you master the test of the phase of 9? It's like a winter cycle. Like, look outside, it's a winter. Nothing new is growing right now. It's raining, all the trees, well, except the palm tree, but all the other trees, they're like sticks, right? So winter, the plants take that time of dormancy to gather their nourishment and prepare. They draw energy into their roots, they come inside and they prepare for the spring, which is the birthing of the new. So think of that this year for you, the 9-year, you're maintaining your energy, you're being very focused with that, and you're preparing for the 10 cycle, which is truly a new beginning. That will be your 2025. Okay, so you're gonna avoid major decisions, like you're not gonna move, you're not gonna get married, you're not going to quit your job. If something happens where your job has to change, then it's best for you to stay in the same line of work. Or say you get fired. That's an ending. You're going to stay in the same line of work because that's where you've been developing your mastery over the years. You're not going to go, okay, I was a computer programmer, and now I'm going to be a restaurant owner or whatever. I was doing this thing and now I'm going off into a totally different field. So stay in your line of work if something happens with the job. No new relationships. Really maintain and fortify your current relationships. If a relationship's not working out and they end it, excuse me, they end it, that's fine. They ended it and then you bless them on their way. But you're not ending it. You're not initiating the ending of it unless it's an abusive situation or something. You have to get out of it. But it's like no big new decisions. Okay, so what's going to support you is the 7, which is the auric body, the energy field around you. So really supporting a restful, rejuvenating time, building your strength, building your energy, doing liquid light cleanses. We do that a lot in our classes, and I often put classes online in our private Facebook members group, and it's open to anybody that wants to join. It's community members, and every Wednesday at 9:30, I put a class up there. And you can also, you don't have to do it at 9:30 on Wednesday. You can do it anytime. It's up for 30 days. And then I also have another group that is for yoga for recovery. And often we're doing a liquid light cleanse before we start the class. So you can just imagine beautiful golden silver light just coming into your aura, just filling up your aura. And you create this tube of light around you, sealed at the top above your head, sealed at the bottom beneath your feet, and you're breathing in that light. Think of liquid golden plasma light, and you're breathing it into your skin, and you're breathing it into your bloodstream. Your lungs are carrying it through the lymph and the bloodstream, and it's going into your bones, and it's going into your muscles and your ligaments, and you're just flooding the 4 lower bodies with light. So that helps fortify your aura. That helps put you in a meditative state. So maintain steadfastness, surrender to the divine, let go and let God as much as you can. And then the 8 I'll give you a breath that will help you at the end of this video, because 8 is pranic body and it's all about breath work in your chi. So I'll give you a breath for the subtle body, for the 9. And then being in gratitude, especially if there's unfavorable circumstances. Can you be grateful for an unfavorable circumstance? That's very hard. That is a certain amount of mastery to do that. Something doesn't go your way, something goes bad, and people are like, oh yeah, that sucks. Oh man, bad luck. You can say, actually, thank you. Thank you for this lesson. It's showing me an area that I need to work on. It's showing me, yes, this is definitely something I don't like, and preparing me to bring in something that I do like. Everything that happens in our life is a projection of our energy back to us. So being grateful even in challenging circumstances. And the 7 number it's going to help you do that. Okay, so strong months, excuse me, and weak months. The strong months for you are February. So acknowledge the divine is in everything. Everything is in divine right timing. Everything that happens is how it's supposed to happen in the right time, whether you think it is supposed to be that way or not. And then April is strong. June is strong, but you could have potential immune system challenges, so watch your immune system. August is a strong month for you. And then October and November, really strong for merging with the divine. The challenging months will be January, which is over. So that was probably a challenging month if you're in a 9-year. March and May could be possible disruptions. And then August, even though it was strong, if you let your ego get in the way, and ego means edging out God, right? It's my way or the highway. I don't care what God's plans are. So if that starts coming in August, that will be a challenging month for you. And September could be a little bit challenging. So that's how the months flow. And then your health, you're just going to really focus on your inner peace, restoring yourself, building your reserves. You know, what do you do in the winter? I'm inside right now doing this video. I'm not outside in the elements exposing myself to wet and cold, right? So you're doing things that are going to help you and also help you mentally, physically and mentally. Finances, you're going to stick to the plan. Stick to what you put in your 8-year. just stay. Like say, I gave an example yesterday. I started the yoga studio in an 8-year for me personally. And then if I didn't stick to the plan, we would have been closed in the 9-year. So in the 8-year, I had to do schedules. I had to set up payroll. I had to do get the right people working at the right shifts. I had to find the right yoga teachers that fit the energy of the studio. All sorts of things, all sorts of planning. So that was keeping the momentum of what I started in an 8-year. So that's an example. You're going to avoid major new financial undertakings because they're not going to work out. So don't jump into anything crazy new. That's the theme of the whole year. Romance and partnership, a positive stance for current relationships to endure. And then, like I said, if somebody leaves you or a relationship ends and they leave, then you just bless them on their way. Okay. The final thing is the breath. So we're gonna bring in the energy of the 8. The 8 years of collective as a breath work. And then we're going to do the breath for the 9 for you personally. So if you can roll your tongue, you're going to roll your tongue. We're going to do Satali Pranayam. And in order to fortify your aura, I'll bring it down a little bit, but you want to be a little bit, you can see, a little bit up here. So you have your arms up over the head, your palms are facing down. The right palm, this is my right palm, and I'm gonna have it on top of the left. Okay, and then roll your tongue, and you're gonna inhale through that rolled tongue, and then exhale through the nose. That's called Satali Pranayam. Exhale nose. Look at the tip of your nose. You're going to do that breath for 3 minutes. Let's say that you can't roll your tongue. Some people aren't able to do that. So just have your tongue out. That's fine. And then out through the nose. 3 minutes to 11 minutes. And that will be your breath to bring you back to mastery, to keep you out of making rash, crazy decisions, or anytime you get thrown off your game. You can do that breath 3 to 11 minutes. Okay. Thanks, everybody, and I'll be back tomorrow with the 10 if you're in a 10-year. Bye, Satnam.